host of the Gridiron.
Fourth and goal to go with the 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
All right, then we got Mr. Winston and his contract details. Now, there's nothing crazy here. Nothing crazy, but there are some incentives here, obviously, for him. But the one thing I do like, I think his contract, I think it says in his article, it goes $3 million toward the cap, right? So 2 years, $8 million, right? With incentives, right? But with the 2 years, $8 million, right? This season, he counts $3 million toward the cap. Next season, obviously, when the cap goes up, he'll count $5 million toward it. Now, This should, once again, if he comes back next season, if we say, whatever, we got Tommy Chicken Cutler, Parmesan, if we draft a quarterback this season, we have a cheap quarterback room. Cheap. Even if we draft Shador at number 8, just saying, number 8. Hold on. We draft him at number 3. I think it's $8 million. I think. I think the number 1 pick's around 10. Number 2 pick, I think, is around 9. The number 3 pick, I think, is around 8. That's where the 8 came from. But even if we drafted Shador at number 3, that would be $8 million. I'm saying next season would be $8 million for Shador, it would be $5 for Winston, and if we took Tommy Chicken Cutler Parmesan, that would be $14 million for 3 quarterbacks. That's the time, obviously, when you want to just start bringing in good talent and try to get to the promised land while the quarterback's on his rookie contract. But all right, so Mr. Winston here. Jameis Winston contract details reveal truth about the Giants' future. New York Giants quarterback Jameis Winston contract is official, locking him into East Rutherford for 2 seasons at a very manageable. Once again, is he Hall of Fame quarterback? No. Is he this? No. Is he that? No. But we have $4 million a season. The guy threw for over 5,000. It was a couple years ago, right? He was on a different team. Okay, I got it. The dude threw for over 30 touchdowns. Well, he also threw 30 interceptions. But for $4 million, he's on the cheap. Before the Giants signed quarterback Russell Wilson to start in 2025, they signed his backup, Jameis Winston. Perhaps the most entertaining non-starter in the league, Giants fans were enthralled at the idea that he might lead the quarterback room into the new season. Hey, man, I ain't got no problem with that. Fun football at a fraction of the cost of most starters might not be a recipe for success. No, it wouldn't be, but it would lead to some excitement, that's for sure. But it promised to be different than essentially every year of the post-Eli Manning football. Absolutely, without question. Those dreams were put to rest when Wilson put pen to paper on a 1-year, $10.5 million deal. However, Winston's contract, 2 years at $8 million, total of $8 million, means he'll likely have a spot on the 2026 team, too, regardless of what happens in the meantime with Wilson. On Thursday, the truth of Winston's full contract details were revealed by Dan Dugan as the Giants' offseason slows down. According to Dugan, $5.3 million of Winston's contract is guaranteed, and there are $8 million in unspecified incentives. So basically, he's not going to reach the incentive, all of them anyway, even if he does reach some of them, but it could be worth up to $16 million if he were to reach all the incentives, which once again, I'm sure he's probably not going to. Let's see. He will cost $3 million against the cap this season and $5 million against the cap next season. If New York does decide to move on after 2025, releasing Winston would come with a reasonable $2.5 million dead cap hit. However, with Winston signed to a 1-year deal and a rookie quarterback on the way in April, or we think, or in 2026 either, right? NFL draft, the former first overall pick should be the favorite to be a holdover on next year's squad, which is true. I mean, you figure even if, even if things go, it's a dumpster fire once again, right? The new regime comes in, may not want to keep Wilson, but for $5 million to keep Jameis Winston, I mean, they could certainly get rid of him too if a new regime comes in. Get rid of him, and it would only cost him a couple $1 million of dead cap money. But I mean, to me, this is just me. I'm not coaching the team, but I mean, have somebody with Jameis Winston's, caliber talent as a backup if next season costs you only $5 million. I mean, remember, of course, Drew Lock cost us $5 million last season, right? I'd rather, Drew Lock might be a little bit better with the ball, but I mean, Jameis Winston can put some points up on the board. He can move the ball. He can also throw some interceptions too. But once again, he would be exciting, right? Let's see. Dugan also noted that per the NFLPA, New York has the least cap space in the NFL, $1.9 million. That isn't necessarily an issue. The front office found its quarterbacks and made several key additions to the secondary. Depth on both sides of the ball and special teams were addressed too. Yes, they were. Don't expect the Giants to spend on any of the remaining free agents that won't require much more than a league minimum. Yep. If there's a guy out there, a good, just say guard or good this or that, and he's 7, 8, 9 million. Nah. Nope. Giants spent their money. New York's may still add a rookie passer in the NFL draft, specifically Colorado Shedeur Sanders, who figures to come off the board as the class's second quarterback. Winston, though, seemed happy to contribute in any way possible, whether that be in relief or as a mentor. That's another one of the things I love about Winston. Good attitude. Whether winning, losing, whatever. You want to have somebody, on the team that has a good, positive attitude, and that's Jameis Winston. Yeah, absolutely. I knew a free agent signing was going to come, or maybe even a draft pick was going to come, he said at his introductory presser, meaning Jameis Winston. But that's their business. My business is today, and today I have the privilege of finally becoming a Giant. So, that's why that's one thing I love about, positive attitude. As I said, is Jameis Winston taking us to a Super? No. Yeah. Right. Is he going to be a all pro? No. Probably not. Yeah. But he's cheap. He can move the ball. He can throw the ball. He's got a good arm, and we got a good target for him. Right. This is if he has to play, or if he, or next season too. Right. And if we can get Hunter, we might have two phenomenal targets to throw the ball to. As I said, positive attitude, just wants to be here. Obviously, of course, he wants to play. But, we'll have to wait and see. But once again, he's on the cheap. He's really, really on the cheap.